future could change. Who's ready for some entertainer trivia? Okay, Luke Combs fans, you should know this one. See the screens for instructions. If you answer correctly, you'll get a chance to win 2 seats to the sold-out George Strait concert on Sunday, March 17th. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a very special tribute.
Last year, our great nation lost 2 of its most admired citizens, former First Lady Barbara and President George H.W. Bush. For nearly 60 years, they called Houston home. They proudly showed their support for our city and their neighbors by being involved in the arts, sports, and many other long-time Houston traditions, including the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. For many years, they enthusiastically participated in rodeo events, including the Summit of Industrialized Nations and several calf scramble performances. The rodeo also shares their love and legacy of promoting education and continues to proudly support the Barbara Bush Houston Literacy Foundation. Their heart for public service made a profound impact on lives around the world. We'd like to honor the President and Mrs. Bush for the monumental contributions they made to our nation and to our city. They will also be remembered as 2 of the rodeo's most cherished friends.
You know, President and Mrs. Bush, they epitomized the spirit of volunteerism. They called on all of us to be points of light. So the rodeo is proud to recognize our 34,000 rodeo volunteers. If you're a rodeo volunteer, would you please stand or wave your hand or your hat and remain standing for a moment? Stay standing for a second. Folks, look around. These committee volunteers are truly the heart of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So join me in thanking them for everything they do for our community and for kids all over Texas and for helping to make this rodeo the best in the world. You know, President Bush said, any definition of a successful life must include serving others. So one time, let's put a huge round of applause together to thank all of our rodeo volunteers. Well, here we go. It's calf scramble time. And we say thank you to the Justin Boot Company and KPRC Channel 2. Here's your hosts, Andy Seiler and Patty Smith.
Thank you, Bob. We are ready to go. 18 young ladies, 12 young men in tonight's calf scramble. Patty, you've been conversing with our 4-H and FFA exhibitors. What do you see in tonight's scramble?
I have been conversing with them. Well, we've got a lot of first-timers, but on the other hand, we have a lot of athletes, so I'm expecting it to be a good one, Andy.
Let the foot race begin. Tonight's starter that will help us get underway with our calf scramble is the director of the Johnson Space Center, Mark Geyer. Thank you for being here tonight, Mark. And opening the gate for us is five-time medal winner, twice in the Winter Olympics, from Sprang, Texas, Chad Hedrick. Welcome, Chad. As Chad swings the gate open for us, we will wait on Mark to do the traditional drop of the hat to allow our calf scramblers the opportunity to go inside the box, catch a calf, and see if they can get a certificate. Guess what? We're underway. It is night 10 of the calf scramble.
And the calves are definitely scrambling, but the kids are giving chase, and a few of them already have made a catch. As anticipated, there's one of our guys right there. He's got the halter on. That is number 28, Jose Samaniego from Eagle Pass. Number 22, Hunter White from Shepherd FFA. He's trying to get that halter on just right. There's number 15. That is Simon Hogan from Jacksonville FFA.
Look at number 24 and number 30, Benjamin Van Winkle and Tristan Breitkamp of Navarro FFA and ARP FFA. Patty, you were right. These athletes are catching quickly.
And number 30, Tristan Breitkamp from Navarro. He's a football player. He's a baseball player. That's his second catch. He just caught in San Antonio a couple weeks ago. Number 23 there is Cassidy Albright from Falls County.
Patty, that halter only goes on one way. And you see a lot of these 4-H and FFA kids, they want to make sure that they put it on in the correct position, because if you don't, it will slip right off, and the process starts back at square one.
Yep, there's number 9, Julie Molina, and number 17, Aiden Gay, and number 19, Colby Splon from Jacksonville. You know, from these hard-running calf scramble kids to our rodeo athletes, Houston Methodist and Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine are standing by to take care of any injuries to our competitors. Number 19, Colby Splon is bringing it across. Great job.
Number 4, Ryan Trautwein of Klein Collins FFA is right there in front of you, Patty, and he is pulling and pulling and pulling, trying to get closer to the box.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
Number 15, Simon Holguin is also down here. Number 21, Thomas Timms is also down here. You're looking at Cassidy Albright. We talked about her before.
And Cassie is side by side with 3 or 4 other calf scramblers, including number 20, Emery Marsh of Hillsboro FFA. And there goes number 16, Jose Candelario of Jacksonville FFA. Nicely done, Jose. Inside the box.
Cassidy's still working hard here on this one. You know, we've got a lot of Luke Combs fans here in the house. Let's hear you guys. These kids need some help. Cheer them on.
I don't think anybody's going to stop number 17, Aiden Gay of Jacksonville FFA. That's a big kid pulling on the calf. He's got to double check and make sure that halter doesn't slip off.
Yeah, he's a football player. He's a baseball player. He's actually a right tackle down there in Jacksonville. Number 20, Emery Marsh from Hillsboro FFA.
Falls County 4-H's Cassidy Albright is also trying to get closer and closer. Folks, they need a little bit of your encouragement as they run out of steam. Help them get inside the calf scramble box.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
These guys are just pulling and pulling. I think some of these friends that are hanging around might want to give them a little bump in the back. Help your friends along a little bit. That's what 4-H and FFA is all about, helping your teammates. Come on, guys.
That is Emily Smith. She's trying to help out Thomas Timms of Hillsboro FFA. And number 4, Ryan Trautwein of Klein Collins is still pulling. Thank you, friends. Don't be afraid to encourage them. Only a few more left in tonight's calf scramble.
There's our teamwork down here on our end. Great job, guys.
Come on, guys.
Number 4,
There we go,
Trautwein.
Ryan.
He
Come
has
on.
been working hard on that calf all night long. He's getting some help from his friends to bring that one in. And number 27, Savannah Raid from Childress County is helping out Simon Holguin from Jacksonville.
All the values learned in 4-H and FFA. It takes teamwork to make it all come together, and tonight we're getting it from our 4-H and FFA exhibitors. One more time, let's give it up for these calf scramblers as they finish the job. Being able to catch in the calf scramble at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is only the beginning of a year-long process for these exhibitors. Catching in the calf scramble ensures you a certificate for a steer or heifer that you can bring back to the show in 2020. This program has awarded over 13